All you're going to need is a cup of flour, 2 eggs, a half a teaspoon of salt, a bowl, and a fork. Add your flour to your bowl and make a little well in the middle of it. Give your eggs a little bit of a whisk and then add them to your well. And then add your salt. And then with your fork, give the entire thing a whisk, adding a little bit of flour to the egg mixture until all the flour is combined. Once your dough is all mixed together, place it on a clean working surface and knead your dough for a couple minutes. Add a little flour if needed. Once you've kneaded your dough, add it back to your bowl, place some saran wrap on top, let it sit for 30 minutes. Now we're going to start by rolling out our pasta. Okay, so I'm going to start it at 0, which is the widest number. I have this pasta machine that I got at Sur La Table. I'll put a link down below where you can get one. If you don't feel like buying this machine, you can imitate the same recipe using a rolling pin. It will be a little bit more difficult though. And then make sure to flour your dough if it's feeling a little sticky. And then I'm going to fold it and then run it through again with the open folds facing down, so in the opposite direction. And flour it again. And you only really need to fold it in the very beginning stages. I'm going to do that maybe 1 or 2 more times. That just makes the dough nice and even. Now I'm going to move up to 1, which is a little bit less wide. Make sure you don't skip numbers because you really want your pasta to be nice and stretched out. You're probably going to go all the way up to about 6 or 7. It goes up to a 9, but that means your pasta will be really thin. You don't want to go that thin. You're going to do each number at least twice, 2 to 3 times, especially on the beginning numbers. Eventually it's going to get long enough that you might have to cut it in half. Okay, we're on number 6 now, and that seems thick enough to me, so I'm going to keep it at 6. You can see how much thinner it got, nice and long, compared to our other sheet that we haven't done yet. I'm going to put my pasta attachment on here, and this turns your pasta in either angel hair or fettuccine. I'm going to do fettuccine today. Just make sure to break apart the pieces because they will stick together. The one good thing about fresh pasta is even though it takes a little bit longer to make, it only takes about a minute or 2 to cook. You'll know it's done because it'll float to the top.